Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The new Prime Minister also said on the steps of Downing Street, if you're young, you'll find it harder than ever before to own your own home. In 1998, more than half of working households of people aged 16 to 34 were buying their own homes. Today, the figure is 25%, and the Resolution Foundation suggests this will fall to 10% in the next 9 years. What figure has the Prime Minister set herself for home ownership amongst young people?
I noticed the timeline that the Right Honourable Gentleman referred to. He might have forgotten that during that period we actually had 13 years of a Labour government. 13 years of a Labour government that had a very bad record in terms of house building. This is the government that is going to change that. It's this government that is putting more into building more homes to ensure that young people do have a better opportunity to get on the housing ladder. That's why we're a government that actually will be governing for everyone in this country.
Mr. Speaker, that Labour government put a decent home standard in place in every part of this country. And I'm not sure that Mr. Speaker, that starter homes at £450,000 for young people earning 7% less than their parents' generation is actually a very good prospect for people owning their own homes. The Prime Minister is rightly concerned, Mr. Speaker, and she said this, if you're black, you're treated more harshly than if you're white. So before appointing her new Foreign Secretary, did she discuss with him his description of black people as piccaninnies and why he questioned the motives of the US President Obama on his part Kenyan heritage?
The Right Honourable Gentleman started his question by making reference to the issue of starter homes and the upper limit in London of the £450,000. And I've sat on these benches and heard him raise that with my right honourable friend, the member for Witney, when he was Prime Minister on a number of occasions. Can I just explain this to the Leader of the Opposition? If you look at house prices across the country, they vary. In Liverpool, the average house price is just over £116,000. In London, the average house price is just over £676,000. That's why we have a higher limit for the starter home figure in London. If he objects to that, then he needs to tell his constituents why he is against them having opportunities to get on the house.